It's the hottest ticket around. Is it a rock concert? Is it a hockey game? Is it a basketball final? It's the 1995 Canadian Improv Games.
We're going to be starting the Improv Games, so all the students will be coming out one by one. We'll be introducing the teams. The crowds are going to go nuts. Guys in striped shirts running up and down the aisles, people yelling obscene things, people yelling funny things. It's going to be wild.
Although it's hard to imagine throngs of people showing up to see actors say the first thing that pops into their heads.
Making fun
Ridiculous
of the
left wing, out of nowhere.
Making fun of the royals.
Always something with carrots, cheese, funny walks.
That's exactly what happens in the world of improv. Now, instead of having scripts, members of the audience are invited to shout out suggestions, which the actors then try and use in simple scenes. Now, this might sound like a formula for disaster, but it's amazing how well and how often it works.
Elephant! They're doing the martial arts film as their style. They asked for an animal, and they got elephant.
My students,
Yes, master!
you must fight now! Stop! I see great potential, and you, Jason-san. But you, I see bad moral fighting. You no fight the way like the elephant.
You fight with no power! You fight in shame!
How dare you insult me like this? You are banished and shall never return.
Oh, you shall pay!
Jason-san, I shall teach you the ways of the elephant.
Yes, master!
I told you, master, you shall pay! Now I shall take the golden peanut with me! And get all the power in the world!
A peanut! Who has taken it?
Master! Master! Oh, you are what bad, master? It is bad, elephant. Remember, elephant never forget.
People just tend to think because it's so smooth and because it runs so well, most of the time, that it is, pre-written and it is fill in the blanks. But it's not. It's real.
It's being silly, but controlled. It's getting out and saying what you think. It's expressing yourself.
Is that important?
It's very important. It's very important because I think youth has a lot of things to say.
But of course, the only reason why you wouldn't get in is because you're white, and that is the basis of all auditions that they hold at any school in the world.
I'm sorry. It's true, all right? We're not living on happy days, all right? I'm sorry if I'm not politically correct, but it's the truth. We both auditioned for Canterbury the same year. We were auditioning for one spot. They picked you over me. I had to audition the next year again.
Did it ever occur to you that I got in because I have some talent?
No, it didn't occur to me. It didn't. It's because you're a minority. That's why. And don't try and shrug it off. Don't try and pretend it's not true because it is.
No, I'm not shrugging this off. I can assure you of that, okay? I'll tell you this right now. Our friendship has changed. And there's one thing that I will not do. I will not stand for someone telling me that I am getting things because of my race and not because of my talent.
You're looking for people who can work together very well. People with these huge libraries of characters and faces, great physicality, sound effects.
Uh-oh.
You have to be able to take and give away the focus. You can't always be in the limelight, because otherwise the team doesn't work. You gotta sort of fit together.
Improvising as part of an exercise in drama class or in front of a nice, friendly audience, well, that's relatively pressure-free. But imagine doing it competitively. Now, that's exactly what happens at the Canadian Improv Games. Tournaments are held in every city from St. John's to Vancouver. Winning teams are then invited to Ottawa to compete in a 2-day national tournament at Ottawa's prestigious National Arts Centre.
The Canadian improv games are a lot different than what you do in normal improvisation and drama. It's much more intense, and there's audience members yelling at you, egging you on, giving you confidence, and the pressure is so much more.
The games are incredibly popular with budding actors and have launched the careers of improvers like Canadian stage and film star Sandra Oh.
If I took you there, maybe step on us, roll us, step on us, step on us.
The Genie Award for Best Actress goes to Sandra Oh for Double Happiness.
I think I'm gonna explode. I spent more time doing improv than I think in school. I think I learned a lot more. I mean, for my life at this point, I learned a lot more from improv games than from math class. Oh no, it's probably not the right thing to say on YTV. Go to math class. Go to math class. People do plays, and then they kind of go off in university and do something else. The people that I grew up with in the Canadian improv games are still in some way still associated with theater or film.
That group includes Tylee Ross, star of the current Toronto production of Tommy, and Nancy Sokovich, TV's Destiny Ridge.
Give it another shot.
And who knows which one of this year's competitors in the Canadian Improv Games will be the next homegrown star of stage and screen.
Dan.
Tennick.
Misho.
Hi. Heather.
Jason. Arthur. Word Al. Cliff.
Blanco.
Jonathan.
Shona.
Matt.
Agnes. Julie. Kim.
Paul McGuire? Maybe not, huh? Stay tuned.
You're watching the finals of the Canadian Improv Games on YTV.
Good evening and welcome to the 1995 finals of the Canadian High School Improv Games. Let's just put this in perspective now. Over several hundreds of high schools, several thousands of students have tried to get here tonight, and we're down to the final 5. 40 students and 5 teams. They are all champions.
Now that's president of the Canadian High School Improv Games, Jamie Wiley, announcing the opening of the final round of the games. Now, like he said, the 5 teams out of the hundreds that competed made it this far. Let's meet them. What the Montreal Canadiens are to hockey and the New York Yankees are to baseball, Canterbury High School is to the Canadian Improv Games. Now, they've taken the Improv Games championship home an incredible 6 times in a row, and they were back to defend their title.
No pressure. No pressure.
We'll tell you more about them in a bit, but first, let's meet Canterbury's competition.
Our nickname is Fly.
There we go.
Francis Lieberman Improv.
The team Francis Lieberman, I remember, has been in the games, in the finals several times, the last few times, and I've seen them there, and they're a really strong team.
Our school is really different because it's really small, and everybody in the school is really familiar with each other, and it's really close, like the students and the teachers, and it's like a great family.
Family, that's it.
Family.
This is a team that displays tireless invention, whether it's on the floorboards at the National Arts Center or in dreaming up schemes to finance their trip to Ottawa.
We had the classes pay $1 each student to come into our drama classroom, and we actually improvised for them in the period.
So basically, they bought their way out of class. They paid $1 to come watch us perform.
Yeah.
For St. Mary's High School, making it to the national tournament was a dream come true. In fact, it was the atmosphere of the Canadian Improv Games that inspired the group to get into improv in the first place.
We went on our first year with one of the other teams that was playing, and it was just the experience, just even watching it was just improv spiritually. It was just totally uplifting. Now that we're actually playing there, it ups it so much more. You play another school sport, and you play the regionals, and then as far as you can get usually is just you play all of Ontario. But what we're doing, we get to meet people all over the country, and that's the best sport I've ever heard of that you can play at school.
We have a lot of strengths. One of them is our unity. I think we're all really close, and I don't mean it as a team, but over the past 3 years we've developed like a family.
The difference with this family is that it has a coach.
we're her kids and she's our mom. She just does everything that she can for us. She's the best.
Sometimes we want to pull each other's hair out, but for the most part, we make each other laugh a great deal, and that makes for fun improv. If we're enjoying ourselves, then we know our audience will.
Brookfield High School of Ottawa have been in the finals before, and they know the games have their highs and lows.
You might run out and try to do a scene and there's nobody there to help you finish it. You might repeat scenes 1 or 2 times, or you just might not be listening to each other and might jump in when it's wrong, or you won't jump in when it's right.
Remarkably, Newfoundland's Holy Heart made it to the Final Five with only 2 years of experience under their belts. But what this team lacked in experience, they made up for in Newfoundland pride.
A great reception. It's great. We couldn't ask for anything better. Is this what you expected? We weren't expecting actually as much. We knew we'd get a decent reaction, but this is just, I mean, we don't even care if we win. This is perfect.
Now, back to our defending champions. Canterbury, also known as BOFA, is Ottawa's only high school for the arts. And the improv team gets the kind of student support other schools save for their football teams.
89 was our first win, and that's when we coined the name BOFA. It's a special little name.
There are 2 meanings to BOFA. One I can say and one I can't.
Which is the word you can say?
The one I can say, best of friends always. And the other one, well, it's a bunch of something artsies. So.
I think we have a lot of respect in the school, but and people come up to me almost every day and ask me if the team's going to win again this year.
Today, on the nature of things, we see the slug and how it moves very slowly.
But we're not always. Our egos aren't always pumped full of pumped to the max because people are scared that we're going to lose.
Okay, boys and girls too. I'm your supply teacher.
Doc.
All right, does anyone have any questions? Yes, you.
When do you get off? Can I stay for extra help?
Of course, anytime.
Yes.
But I think we do have a respect in this school. If you make it on the team, because it is tough to make it on the team.
And it's even tougher once you get there. Coach Jane Moore is constantly throwing her players curves.
I'm not comfortable unless we're uncomfortable. We always risk.
Just a minute, you guys, there were 3 times when you went on scene. Yamaka, that was one of them when Brian asked who you were, and it was convenient that it was the end of the scene. Another one was the Madonna thing, and I've forgotten the other one.
Wasn't me, though, right?
I'm really new every year, so it's always really risky. And that's good, because that keeps them on their toes.
Fly, fly, little butterfly.
Canterbury's caliber of play is so high that some suspect a secret edge.
Of course, there's rumors. Miss Moore is implanting improv chips in our brains. There's that we have everyone come back and train us, and we're all in drama. Miss Moore's a drama teacher. Miss Moore's on steroids. Second City trains us. There's a lot of stories, but it's really, Miss Moore's just been doing it a long time, and she knows what she's doing.
There's no question that Jane Moore is more responsible for Canterbury's incredible run than anybody else. But after 6 national triumphs, was the pressure of success finally going to get to Canada's best young improv team?
The pressure just keeps getting more and more because people from our school expect us to win. And which is really tough because the competition keeps getting tougher and tougher.
There's this big improv myth that everybody knows about, and everybody says, BOFA, hey, they're the best. But I don't know, we'll see what we'll see.
We just made it into the finals. It was us, St. Mary, Canterbury, Lieberman, another Toronto team. First time in history that's happened. 2 Toronto teams.
2 Toronto teams, 2 Ottawa teams in Newfoundland, baby.
Brookfield and Newfoundland. Man, you gotta be there. It's gonna rock the heck.
You're watching the finals of the Canadian High School Improv Games on YTV.
For this role, I did 6 auditions, and I went down to New York as well to see the show. In the earlier ones, improvisation plays a big role because they'll, in fact, even in my last audition, they gave me a script that I hadn't seen before. And this is in front of 20-odd people, Pete Townsend, Des McAnuff, the director. And they gave me a script I hadn't seen before, allowed me to read it once, and then go out and do it. And there's a lot of technique that has to be involved in that. I mean, and improvisation certainly becomes a blessing.
Well, this wasn't the crowd for Tommy, but it was just as riled up. Supporters showed up in droves to see the 5 finalists square off at the National Arts Center.
Look at this place. It's just going to be packed. And this is the first time that we are going to be performing on this stage. And as soon as I say my first line, everything's going to be fine. But when I'm back behind those doors, I'll probably come out sweating.
As for which one of the 5 would be named the best improv team in the country, well, that was up to the judges, a collection of theater people from Ottawa and Second City in Toronto. And just what did judges look for?
Apart from looking at the specifics of style and character and storytelling, they also look for, most importantly, teamwork.
Honey, watch it. Honey, I just want to, tell you that,
That you're so glad we're going to Paris together?
Yes, that's it. Oh.
How well they use their suggestions is also another really important consideration when they're being judged, because if it's just a matter of taking the suggestion and plugging it in, well, then the improvisation isn't really that strong.
The Canadian Improv Games final runs for 4 hours. Needless to say, we can only show you the highlights. But the 5 finalists plugged the audience suggestions into 5 improvisational scenes. Brookfield got things rolling with the character event, explained here by the kids from St. Mary's.
Character event is the ability to show a character in a scene, to create a character on stage. And that's basically what you get points for.
A good character has like good physicality, so their body is part of their character, their face is part of their character, their voice is part of their character, little mannerisms in the way they talk, how they interact with other people.
This is Brookfield from Ottawa playing the character event. They asked for a place of work, they got taxi cab stand. They asked for 2 characteristics, they got stubborn, and they got poetic.
Taxi number 4, I said! Get out here now!
Yes, get out here like the wind blowing through my hair on an autumn day with many cats in my feet.
Mrs. Gibson, the new employee's here to see you. He's really weird.
Hello, and you must be my new boss.
Look.
My leaf that blows through my brain as I think of new ways to make this taxi cab stand the most lovely thing I've ever been.
Look, Lawson!
What did you just say?
Your shoes stink.
Yeah!
Your shoes stink, as did every RoboCop sequel. Freezing like a winter's icicle.
Drink. Don't move, lady.
You're not taking my money.
What?
You're not taking my money.
I have a gun.
You're not taking my... Give me the gun.
What? The money. Because what is money in this world of... Wait a minute. A chariot itself. I shall.
What? That's a...
Drive me somewhere in my chariot.
I will not.
Drive me in my chariot.
No.
All right, I will drive from the wrong side of the car. Off to see the world!
After that, St. Mary's was the first team to tackle the style event.
I guess style is a satire of a specific genre, like Western or silent movie.
True Lies is not a style. Action movie is a style. True Lies is too specific.
Hi, my name is Riaz Ibrahim. And what we're going to do for our next event is in the style of a Micmac legend. We decided to do this structure because I'm part Micmac. And in our story, we will be using some of the Micmac language. As we do this structure, we are going to honor and preserve this culture. So what we need from you, our audience, is a natural phenomena. An example, thunder and lightning.
Natural phenomena. Volcano.
People Guise, look again. The volcano is erupting. When I was young, the Salmal told me a great story about the volcano and why it erupts. I feel it is only fitting that you, my grandson, hear this story. Let us go.
Ah, my Guise, my sons.
Tell us, Salmal, why we're here. Salmal, I remember a long time ago you told me a great story about the volcano. Tell my people Guise, please.
All right. A long time ago, in the days of the people who are now gone, there was once a tribe of greedy villagers, many of them Ginabs, warriors with great skill. But they showed much disrespect. They would travel up to the nearby mountain, cut down the birch trees for greedy purposes, such as burning for wood. The animals that dwelled upon the mountain, they would kill only for their meat. They would burn the rest of their bodies and feed the bones to their dogs. All of this being very disrespectful. Earth, a spirit of great power, saw all of this and was greatly angered by the disrespect. So he went down deep into the Mi'kmaq, our land, and brought up the fires from its depths. They struck through the top of the mountain, flaring high into the sky so all the gods could see. The villagers ran in fear, and many were killed. Those that survived made an oath that from then on, they would never be disrespectful to the animals and the trees. They kept up this respect, but Earth, wanting to make sure that they would never forget, caused many mountains in our land to burst into flame time and time again, so they could teach us that same lesson. This, my children, is why the volcanoes spurt fire on our land. Midem Seo, the story ends.
With that scene, St. Mary took an early lead, until home team favorite Canterbury took on the same event in a little bit of a different fashion.
This is our stomp game. The style is rhythmic drumming. And some examples of this is where we got it from is Kodo, stomp, and drummers of fire.
Okay, so this is the style of rhythmic drumming. They asked for an occupation, they got dentist. And they asked for something that goes wrong, well, he runs out of Novocaine. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you say? Have we got a lot of patients today?
Oh, do we, Kurt? And we will make sure they do hurt.
Oh, my goodness. And it's solar. I'm going to take out someone's molar.
Doctor, I have a toothache. It's almost like eating chicken bake. I can't believe it. It's just hurting. I think I'm about to be spurting.
Take her in to my office, set her up, give her some ice, then we'll make sure she's all right, and all that for tonight. All right, to kill the pain, we're going to use Novocaine. Martin, can you get it now? I'll make sure this doesn't have a cow.
All right, Kurt, here we are. Wait, the jar. I don't believe my absolute eyes. Nothing in this. It's paralyzed.
Martin, what should we do? If you don't help her, we are screwed. She could sue us till we're gone. Then everything we do was wrong.
I don't know. We have a lot of flaws. Maybe we should go and talk to our boss.
listen, Kurt. You ran out of Norcan, you jerk. Listen to me, you're fired. Let's do fixes, then you're hired.
Oh, man, are we in heck? Let's wrap the floss around her neck. We'll cut off the circulation in her head. Oh, and she might make it. She might not be dead. Hey!
Oh, my goodness, she feels no pain. And we can use Novocaine. Our job is really great. This is such a lovely state.
Okay, you start drilling. Man, this job is really thrilling. Ladies, can you feel the pain? Or is the circulation cut off in your brain?
We've done it. This is it. We've done our job. We've done our bit.
Did our
style,
rhythm stomp style, yeah, rhythmic drumming style.
Rhythmic drumming style.
Yeah.
It was very risky, and with an occupation like dentist, where there aren't many physical objects to noises to make, I think we did really well.
To say the least. And we'll find out if that scene paves the way for another Canterbury championship right after this.
You are watching the finals of the Canadian Improv Games on YTV.
I think it's really important to know that improv is definitely a springboard for acting. There are many, many different exercises you can do, but improv is a very important one for it, teaching you to really be living in the moment. That's the great gift that improv gives you.
And nowhere is that more evident than in the game Newfoundland's Holy Heart tackled, the Issues event.
The Issues event is the event that it's the most real, and it tries to deal with somewhat sensitive issues.
What the judges are looking for is the sincerity in dealing with the issue. Total 100% sincerity is what the judges are looking for.
Though many people say it's one of the hardest events, you can almost relax with it because you're not out there trying to play the funny guy, trying to come up with witty things to say. You just deal with it like as sincere as you can, as you would in real life. Listen, do
you want some?
No, I think it's okay to experiment, man. Everybody does. Hey, love beer. Okay. I'm underage, but this is big time stuff, man.
You're telling me.
Well, that's just it. See, Jay, I think you've. What
are you doing?
Man, you've gone way too far.
I worked a month to make that. What are you doing with it?
You worked a month to get that?
Yeah.
A month?
That isn't just nasty old street stuff, man. That's the good stuff.
What, work a month to buy, what, a few hours of pleasure?
Guys, there's some bad news.
What?
Frank's mom just called.
What?
He was just brought to the hospital.
Why?
He OD'd. Jason, just put it away or something, okay? I don't want to see it. Can't look at that now, Jason.
Johnny, come
All right, you've lost your money, and now you're starting to lose your friends, huh? I'm starting to see a
Johnny,
circle
shut
here.
up! I sold him that.
Have a seat here, Jay.
Have a seat here, Jay. Your friend is dying, and it's your fault. Have a seat here, Jay.
Yeah, your friend is dying, and it is your fault. Man, what are you thinking? Not only doing this stuff, but selling it? Man, can't you see where your life is going? It's going nowhere. I mean, if they find out you sold him that.
He didn't have to take it. He didn't have to take it. He didn't have to take it.
You didn't have to offer to him.
He didn't have to take it.
Oh, don't give me this crap about
I don't own
if you
him.
jumped off a
I
bridge
didn't
with
make
me.
him pay me.
And about twisting his arm. Listen, Jay, if you weren't there, he never would have had it.
1 minute.
Man, what are you doing?
Saving a month's work. What are you doing?
It's time for you to grow up, man.
What do you want me to do? I can't bring him back from the hospital. I can't undo what I did.
No, but you can change what'll happen in the future. The stuff is no good, man.
Here
You've
it
gone
comes.
too
Here
far.
it comes, the Sunday afternoon special, right? Give me the speech. Give me the speech.
Listen, if you can't see for yourself, I don't know why I'm here trying to change you.
Yeah, so go. Go. I got stuff to go.
Yeah, go! I would go. Only, I care about my friends. Obviously, you don't.
No, I don't. I'm terrible. Get out.
Listen.
Get out!
10 seconds. Listen, I'll
Fine,
stay
I'll
with
get
you
out.
through this, man. I'll help you out.
Each team took a turn at the issues event, and St. Mary's deftly dealt with a tough teen issue.
I woke up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then I got up, I watched some TV, I laid around, I made myself something to eat, and then I decided to get dressed. That is the best day in the whole world. Man, when I was still sleeping, you were in second period.
Funny you should mention second period. I failed my English test again.
See, man, you see what I'm saying? All you have to do is get out, get on a student welfare that I'm on, and it's easy, man. Checks come every single week for doing nothing.
Student welfare?
Student welfare, I'm telling you, man. You move out of your house, they send you money every single week, a drug plan and everything. It is the bomb. Shoot, listen to this. My friend Danielle has a kid. She gets mother allowance on top of what I get. I can't believe it, man. That girl has it made. I don't know why anybody would stay in school. I just can't figure it out.
Well, to get an education, to better yourself, to...
Yeah, man, but some people like me just aren't cut out for school. It's not a place for us. It's not a place for colored people, dear.
But isn't that bad for your future? I mean, what if you grow up and you become a nobody? You can't be on welfare your whole life. I mean...
Well, soon it's not gonna be student welfare no more because they're gonna figure out I'm not going to school, and then I'll just turn into normal welfare, and then I'll get even more.
Yeah, but what if you grow up? What if you grow up and you get married, huh? You get married, and you get kids, and you don't have the money to support them.
Nah, man, that's not happening to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not getting married because, you know, all the guys around here are dogs anyway, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna go nowhere. Who do you think's gonna get the easy way out? Somebody else. We ain't get the easy way. Everybody just looks at us like we're just some stupid... Look, man, I'm telling you, it's the way to go. You can hang with me all day long. You know what I'm saying? We could go out and do stuff.
1 minute.
You know what? I'm not graduating. There is no way I'm gonna stay another year in this school. I mean, I can't take it. I'll still be in grade 12, and the grade 12s from last year will be in OAC. Man, what if I can't do it next year?
They don't want no kids from the ghetto. They don't want us.
So...
Come with me, man, I'm telling you. It is the bomb. You don't do nothing.
10 seconds.
I don't know what to do.
Yo, man, just think about it, all right? Or you can keep up the books and keep struggling like the rest of everybody else. Later.
Francis Lieberman was the last team to take their shot at the issues event.
Friends think that it is just a joke. You realize that it is cruel and unfair. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fly!
That was some funny movie, AJ, the party.
Oh my
Peter
God,
Sellers at his best.
Peter Sellers is a god. He's a god.
Hey, Jay, remember the party? Wicked.
That was
Did
so
you see the
amazing.
party?
Yeah, I saw the party.
What's wrong?
Oh, you know, I thought the movie was okay.
What do you mean you thought it was okay? It was like the funniest thing. The way Peter Sellers, he played that Indian guy and
Okay,
he was...
check out the voice. Num. Remember that?
Yeah, you know, I remember that, but, you know, I really can't recall a lot of Indian people sounding like that or acting that real stupid.
Jay, it's just a movie. Relax.
It's supposed to make you laugh, Jay.
Guys, you're laughing at that. You're laughing at me.
Jay, come on. You're saying that we're laughing at you because you're Indian now?
Jay, if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at?
Look, okay, I can laugh at something that's funny that I think is okay to laugh at and that doesn't make fun of anyone because of the way they speak or their race or their culture. Look,
I can't believe you. I can't believe you. I mean, if you look at all the other movies and the way they portray black people, do you think I come in here and I'll say something about that? I can see a good movie and I can pick out things that are excellent about this movie. I can look and I can see that that's acting, that's comedy, that's humor.
Jay, do you remember that scene when he was sitting at the table, okay, and he had his knife and fork and some butter just flew off onto the ground? What did he do?
He picked it up.
Yeah, and he picked it up and he ate it. Would you have done that? Would you have done that? And he sat on the footstool. Andre, what is that?
I feel insulted. You know why? Because you're calling me a racist, and I know what I'm not. All right?
No, Andre, I don't think he's calling you a racist. I think he's pointing out points in the movie that I obviously didn't pick up, and it affects him.
Look,
so
all I'm saying is that it really upsets me that you guys just didn't see it. You guys didn't have the decency to respect me.
I wasn't looking for it.
What do you want me to say, Jay? That, oh yes, it was funny. It was funny because he was an Indian and we were making fun of it. If that's what you want to hear, that's fine, okay? But I don't need to hear that you call me a racist or anything like that, Jay, because I'm not.
Andre.
10 seconds. Look, guys, okay? All I'm saying is that I just don't agree with anyone making fun of anyone, okay? It just doesn't make sense. There's nothing to laugh about. And if he can't handle that, that's fine.
We'll find out who our 1995 improv champions will be after this.
You are watching the finals of the Canadian Improv Games on YTV.
After 4 hours of improv, it came down to the final round. And 3 teams were still in the hunt. St. Mary's, Francis Lieberman, and as always, Canterbury.
I'm from the 50s, and these are my friends.
Hello, my name is Eugene, and I have a major wedgie burn.
Hey, I'm Weasel, and I'm the trickster of the Falcons.
My name is Sandy, and I like men. Real men.
Yo, I'm Ricky, leader of the Falcons.
And what we need from you is to pick one of these people that Weasel will play a trick on.
So they picked Ricky, and they got graduation. This is their story event.
So, what's the deal with Ricky?
You know what I did? You know, he never spends enough time with me. So you know what I did? I changed his diploma so he won't graduate. Let's go to the graduation and see it now.
Okay.
You know, I just want to say I've been in high school for 14 years. I'm finally gonna get out of this joint.
Oh, Ricky, it says here you didn't pass remedial math.
What?
That means you can't graduate.
Pass remedial math? Ah, Dickie. What? Graduated.
Just kidding, it was Weasel.
Oh, I never got that weasel. Eugene, you gotta help me get back at that weasel.
Will you
I
stop
have to
hurting
graduate.
me?
I might stop hurting you, but if you don't, I'll give you a wedgie.
Okay.
All right, your math problem is A plus B equals what?
That makes no sense at all. It doesn't make sense at all.
1 minute. Come on the board. Come on the board.
Do it on the board, please.
A plus B equals C.
What are you, crazy?
What? What'd you do that for? Hey, Weasel, it's not really me. I'm not a teacher. Pretty funny, eh?
I got you back.
Both of you.
This is St. Mary's story event. They asked for an embarrassing moment. They got a little boy pulling down a girl's pants.
Oh, Bobby, guess what happened when you were away from school today? What? Cindy's a loser. Why? What happened? I'll tell you. Get out the turntables, let's bust the beat. I always do that. Yeah.
Yeah, here I come now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was really mad because of last night, so I decided I want to start a little fight. I said, "Little Cindy, what you got there?" She had curls in her hair. Anyways, I started to dance and I said, "Check this out, I'm gonna pull down her pants." Yeah, right in front of everyone. Everybody saw her little bum.
Saw a little bum.
I said, T, the super Don went to school with flat clothes on. Teacher said that's no fair for sporting polo underwear. Well, I was standing there, yeah, I was shaking like a leaf because everybody was looking at my briefs. I didn't know what to do, I felt so stupid. It's all your fault. I'm not talking to you.
She's not talking to you.
Wait.
She's not talking to you.
Wait, keep it going, keep it going. Cindy, I don't want to be through. I just want to say, girl, I love you.
But St. Mary's faded, and Canterbury's final scene didn't quite live up to potential. All that stood in Francis Lieberman's way was the story event.
A story event, it's basically an event where you have to tell the story. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end. Usually there's some narration, and everyone else just fills up the background.
It's a true improv event because by asking, for example, our team asks for one object from the audience, and with that one object, we create the whole scene.
Entire scene.
It's totally improv. So with that one object, we build up characters and locations and the whole story.
The whole plot,
everything folds up around that object.
Our story event is called Border Crossing, and what it is, there's a guy who's trying to get across the border, and what we ask of the audience is an object that they will have with them, and we take that object and we base our scene and everything around that object. We need an object that you have with you here for us to take. We need an object. I need it.
So the suggestion would be a decoy.
Come on, let's keep it moving. I'm sick and tired of doing this all day. Okay, what do you got to declare?
Just my goose.
You're gonna bring a goose into Canada? What are you, a madman?
I thought Canada was the land of geese.
Oh, why do I work at this job, you
Listen, it's a special goose. It lays eggs. Golden eggs.
Golden eggs? Did you claim that?
Well, I don't have the eggs with me, but I'll tell you how I got them.
Okay, all right.
Okay, well, you see, I was on vacation in, it was Ireland, yeah. I was walking around, kind of down on my luck. I didn't really have anything. I mean, I lost my baggage at the airport. And then, I saw this guy, yeah, he was selling something out of his jacket.
Yo, hey, man, hey, yo, hey.
Yo, man, you want to buy some magic beans?
Beans? What do I got to do with beans?
Look, man, you got assorted colors and flavors. These beans, they'll just do you good, man. But you got something to trade in for these beans.
I only have $2 Canadian.
So, do they have a picture of a cow on them?
It's got a bird on the back, yeah.
Good enough! All right, yeah, here, take these beans and, whoa, they don't print these anymore, man. I gotta just... All right, man, see you later. Have a good time, all right?
So, you see, he gave me these beans, right? And I had these beans in my hand.
Yeah, okay, the beans. Now, what good are beans? Let me guess, the beans hatched and there was a goose.
Well, I wasn't really sure, but let me tell you what I did next.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you see, since I had no hotel and nothing to stay at and nothing to eat, I figured I might as well plant these beans, right? So I dug a hole with my hand and stuck the beans in the ground and covered it up. And I heard some rumbling. Yeah, I heard rumbling from under the ground. And boom! There was this huge beanstalk. So you see, I decided to climb up this beanstalk. And now I was in the clouds, you see? Yeah, and I saw this huge castle with this really, really big, ugly guy there. Canadian?
I smell a Canadian!
May he be there? And then I saw it. I saw this goose. I felt right at home.
You know what, Canadian? I'll get down on my knees for you.
Oh, really?
I give you guys a lot of credit, and therefore I give you this. You made it all the way up here, and hey, it's a good show, man.
You know, I got plenty. You know, I have plenty of these at home. What does this do? Well, what? It lays golden eggs. Wow! I thought I could melt this and make the new $2 bill. Yeah, so what I did was, I melted them down, I made $2 coins. So you see, I have this for the Royal Canadian Mint right here. This bag full of $2 coins.
All right.
So can I go through?
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Oh, just leave some of those with me, okay?
All right.
I didn't see a thing.
Now present medals. Every team tonight is a medal winner.
Now it was up to the judges. The 3 bronze medals were handed out to Brookfield, Holy Heart, and St. Mary's. Silver and gold medals would be divided between the 6-time champion Canterbury and Francis Lieberman. Finally, the verdict was in. The standing room only audience was on the edge of their seats. Who would be the 1995 Canadian Improv Games champion?
Our gold medal champions scored 235 points in the theme event for a total of 984. They are the best of hundreds of teams and thousands of players this year. Francis Lieberman.
Toronto's Francis Lieberman had done it. The first school from outside of Ottawa to take home the national championship.
I don't know. I can't put it into words. I mean, like, we're so excited. It's become this far, and we finally made it.
We had to lose sometime. It was getting uncanny. It was crazy. I mean, we were beat by an incredible team. And I mean, everyone, it's a roll of the dice, and that's what it is. Everyone's just great. I mean, I'm glad that Francis Lieberman got it. They've been trying for a lot of years, and it's about time. It's about time.
You gonna be back next year?
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if we can take it for another year. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe next time. Tune in YTV.
It was an unbelievable finish to an unbelievably entertaining evening. And so, leaving the floor of Ottawa's National Arts Centre and this year's edition of the Canadian Improv Games, we congratulate all those who gave their best in the spirit of loving competition.